Obviously, you need the infrastructure in place. You also need referees capable of working it well, trained and qualified and have had practice with it.
Thailand actually have put that as part of their bid when they were looking to host this. Singapore will beat them in the end. There's Hami Shahid. Now Zulkarnain looking for Sok, who's annoyed there. And here come Indonesia. Look at that. Once again, Pratham Arhan slips it through to Ezra. Irianto. Ahmad Irianto. The outside of his boot. Effectively, Roshan, you were pointing this out even in the last game, but today, Alfanga, it isn't a back five, is it?
No, it's they've gone to a back four.
Yeah.
And with a player like Alfeandra Dewanga, he can drop into that back line.
Yeah.
And also, let's not forget Rahmat Irianto as well, who can play in central defence. So they've got two midfielders that are very comfortable in those central positions. Heavy collision between Amy and Alfeandra, quickly taken by Indonesia here.
Was kind of caught in two minds and looking around, but Indonesia thought quickly. Here's Nuradim Abdullah. Looking towards Amy Reka, but it falls to Song Wei-young. Nice touch on from Amy Reka. Hami needed to put a better cross in. That's about as threatening as Singapore have been.
I mean, the play in that situation was encouraging up until the cross. Quality of the cross not quite there. We can see the run that Hami makes from inside out, the switching positions with Song Wei-young. Alfeandra Dewanga working very hard to close off the angles, make sure the cross couldn't be delivered without pressure. And even when they went with the back five, Indonesia, with Dewanga, as I said, again, stepping into midfield, and at times Rahmat could drop into that back three. But it does seem here tonight, for the moment anyway, that they are going with the back four. Alfeandra and Rahmat just protecting that defence.
Late one, wasn't it? Hami Shahid will have a little chat with the referee here. Rahmat Irianto is down. He's okay.
A couple of coming togethers there between these two players, Hami and Rahmat. I don't think that the challenge ever caused Rahmat too much pain. There was too much in that challenge.
Well, that wasn't a great pass, was it? And fantastic chasing down by Hafiz Noor. Fakhruddin Arianto was caught a bit surprised there.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the best of touches from Fakhruddin, just lost his concentration a little bit. Credit to Hafiz Noor for being quick to apply that pressure. Win the ball back for his side. He's backing into Mireka was just backing into Fakhruddin. Or was it a foul throw perhaps?
Finally calling one, aren't they?
I wonder if he's saying keep both feet on the pitch.
Six shots so far from Indonesia. Really coming to this. Pumped up for it, Singapore. Giving passes away at the moment.
Well, that again, it comes down to the decision making in those situations. There's no line of pass. There's no angle of pass. So you got to recycle it until an option opens up. It's another day challenge from Hami. There's two strong for him, Kambuaya there. And he's trying to make something happen, Hami, but you need that little bit of patience at times. Still very early on in this game. You don't have to force it just yet, especially in those situations where Indonesia have got themselves settled in that defensive block. So players are already organized in those positions. And there's very little movement from Singapore in terms of the supporting players. They're not moving themselves into channels where they can receive a pass.
Here comes Alfayandra. Amazingly thinking he could go for goal there.
I mean, he's even gotten a smile out of Shin Tae-yong. Ambitious, I would say. Yeah, not really worth analysing, is it? I think the better option would have been a cross.
I'm not sure what his teammates would have felt about that.
That reaction from Shin Tae-yong, though.
Here is Irfan. Now Haris Harun. A short pass there from Shannon, but they've got away with it. Now Hafiz. Overlapping run from Noradam. And they'll get a corner. Singapore's first corner. And we know that this is where they can be dangerous.
And a good run forward from Noradam. Strong challenge from Masnawi. He's always going to be on hand to up his side out, more offensive and defensive situations.
Taken quickly here by Singapore. Shadan. Done well to try and keep that alive. Singapore make very little out of that corner.
Well, just looking for variation on the corner routine there, Singapore. And you go back to that first leg, they were winning the first balls in the air from set-piece situations, just weren't able to capitalize.
Even in the first half, when they weren't at their best.
That's right. And in a situation like that where you've got Safwan, you've got Haris, Irfan up top, looking to challenge and try and win a ball that could come in. It's a little bit disappointing that you go for a short corner routine and the technique is not quite right. Bit of a wasted opportunity. Good work from Zulkarnain.
Hafiz Noor. Out to Noradam. Straight to Emi Reka. Trying to get a grip on this match. Before you know it, 28 minutes have flown by here. Here's Amy Reka. Nur Adab. Ball is given away by Hami. Here come Indonesia again. And that man, Alfian Dravanga. Well, Shadan's point was he was already going down, ref.
Yeah. A little bit soft. But you know what Alfian Dravanga is doing there? He's just stopping it, inviting that hand to come across, and he's going to go down. It's an arm across, and the referee sees that arm across. It looks like you're impeding the player, which he is, and he's going to blow for a free kick.
Free kicks, haven't they had Indonesia? Risky.
With a risky pass.
Yes. Sorry, a couple of those. Yeah, I was waiting for one of us to say it, so. It was excellent, risky in the back five against Vietnam. Ramai won't get there. Here's Irfan. Shin Tae-yong not letting up here at his players. He felt that Singapore played better against Indonesia than they had in the entire group stage in that second half in particular. More mind games from him. Now, this is the weapon that they have used a fair bit in this tournament, is Pratama Arhan, particularly here at the National Stadium when there's a bit more space to run in for the throw-in. They've done something a little bit different here. Here's Devanga.
Well, that was a really interesting throw-in. I know everyone's expecting the long throw into the box. He changes it up, but I wonder if that was meant for Ramai Rumakek or whether it was for Alfiandra, because it made its way all the way through to Alfiandra. Almost worked out really well for them.
So they're varying things up a little bit here today, Indonesia. More ways than one. Here's Irfan. There's a summary of what's happened so far. The 12th-minute goal by Ezra Walian has given Indonesia an aggregate lead here. Delightful ball out to Nur Adam, who heads it into the box. Emi Reka bearing down. It's cleared away. Fakhruddin.
He's trying, Emi. He's trying to get himself into positions in front of defenders, looking to try and link the play in these attacking areas. Wonderful ball from Haris Harun, wasn't it? That diagonal. Again, looking to attempt another one. It's another delightful crossfield pass by the Singapore captain.
Brilliant work, isn't it, to Zulkarnain? Well, So Wei-young trying the shot there now. Trying to pass in. Could have two minds there. Good options. Shot in as well. Singapore, though, have seemed to get a little bit more to grips with this game, Roshan.
Well, they're starting to have a bit more of the ball. Starting to look to try and find these gaps in that Indonesian defense and perhaps being a bit more patient, going around that Indonesian shape rather than through the middle.
Good ball into Song Wei-young as he get the cross in. No, he doesn't.
That a little bit of quality is missing at the moment in those attacking positions.
Would that be on the bench then, some of that quality you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you look at this here, it's a nice idea, but he's got far too much on it. Song keeps himself onside. Could have been in behind. You know, these key moments, these key situations. Technically, you need to be sound in those areas, in those positions, and unfortunately, it's not quite coming off. We've seen Singapore lose possession a little bit in those areas, looking to always try and play that killer pass, and that killer pass is not quite coming off.
Closing down by Norada to win the ball back. Here comes Song Wei-young. Crowd getting excited. Gets past one. No foul, says the referee.
Nice dummy from the referee as well. As Indonesia look to break forward.
Singapore win it back.
Good work by Norada. Got on that left-hand side, winning the ball and initiating that counter.
Singapore trying to take the game to their opponents now. Here's Kambuaya. Now Ezra Walian. Lovely vision to get that across, but it is offside. Witan Sulaiman's come onto this left-hand side for a bit, and he's not offside, says Shin Tae-yong.
Ramai Rumakek has gone down as well, and that was really good vision from Rahmat. Intelligent ball in behind the Singapore defense. Here Song just cutting inside, and good challenge, clean challenge. Nice dummy from the referee as well. He was right there. Really good challenge from Rizky. Well timed. Got all of the ball.
Nothing wrong with that. Singapore with twice as many fouls at the moment than the Indonesians. And that's normally a complaint levelled at the Indonesians, that they foul a lot. Some of the other countries. Here's the goal again.
Yeah, Witan, I mean, he just gets the goal side here on Safwan, and he's stronger and he doesn't panic. You wonder there in that situation if Irfan could have come across quicker, just identify the danger a little bit earlier. But Witan, I mean, the work that he's done there, it's wonderful. I mean, the composure in those moments, this is what I'm talking about. Key situations, key area of the pitch where you can make a difference, and he's made it because he's kept his composure, he's kept his quality, he's drawn Hassan out from goal, and even though you've got a big goalkeeper like Hassan Sani coming out and spreading himself at you like that, he's still been able to get his head up and find a pass into Keseruan for the finish.
Yeah, it's not particularly pleasant viewing from a Singapore perspective. Play on, says the referee. And look at that. Let's run down the middle from Witan.
Oh, I think that was a good challenge from Safwan, you know.
Safwan's furious with that yellow card.
And that was the gap between Safwan and Haris. I was pointing it out to you just before it was played. Witan was making that run into that space, and Safwan saw it and came across, which is credit to him, coming across to identify that. It's a clean challenge. I think he's very unfortunate, Safwan. He gets all of the ball.
Yeah.
I think he's unfortunate, Safwan. He spots the danger early, comes across to cover the space. He's won the ball there. Very unfortunate. It's a good challenge.
I think it didn't help him that he kind of went over the ball, didn't he? He got the ball and went over it. Maybe the referee didn't quite spot that, but it is a yellow card. 9 minutes till half time, and they've got a free kick in a good area here, Indonesia.
Irfan's still saying he got the ball. He got the ball first. It's not going to change his mind. Interesting to see what Indonesia do here. Rumakek and Wanga.
Oh, they've done something a little cheeky there. Well, Safwan got a yellow in the first leg as well. And with that second yellow, that is a problem for Singapore, something to think about later on.
Yeah, I wonder if it might just have taken a... When it came through in real time, I was just wondering if he could have taken a bit of a deflection. I mean, Song sticks out a leg. Fortunately for Singapore, went straight down the middle.
Keseruan.
Good defending from Irfan. Got himself into position early and then came sliding across, and he had to get this challenge right. I'm not quite sure why the flag went up. I think perhaps the assistant referee thought there was a push on Irfan, but actually it was Irfan who was going down to ground to make that challenge. I think he got a little bit nervous when he saw the assistant referee put his flag up. Really good clean tackle though.
And they've won the ball back here. Witan Sulaiman, brilliant again. It's been excellent, hasn't he? Here he is on the ball. He plays his football in Poland with Lechia Gdansk. Look at the pace of that Asnawi. He did all the hard work. He's overhit the cross.
Yeah, but they're going to take this opportunity here to try and put the pressure on. Down Singapore's right hand side. Best of crosses, but if you want to take something positive out of it, you could say, well, at least it's still deep in Singapore territory, and they can apply pressure and win it back, which they've done here.
Here's Rizky. Now Fakhruddin. pretty quiet for him at the back there. Nadio, the Indonesian goalkeeper. Song Wei-young trying to close down. A little bit better from Singapore there. Witan Sulaiman. Still Witan. Lovely touch on there from Shadan. Just comes straight back at them.
Just Witan Sulaiman looks so dangerous every time he's got the ball. Whether it's playing a pass, whether it's running with it.
Song Wei-young, he got that run from Hafiz. Now Hafiz Noor, will he go for goal here? He does, but it's at a perfect height. There's a foul on Emi Reka, who goes down. That look like it could have been a penalty. He's asking for it. The crowd are as well. Tatsuma's furious.
Well, a bit of confusion in the Indonesian defense. Defender and goalkeeper both leaving it for each other to take care of the situation. And it was Emi Reka who was alert, alive to that, looking to punish Indonesia for that hesitation in defense.
Controversy in the first leg for a penalty not given. Let's see on the replay what happened there. Irfan not impressed with Witan Sulaiman.
Well, lovely work from Singapore here in the counter-attack. A long ball played forward, flicked on into Song initially. And there just pushes it out, and Rahmat is hoping for his goalkeeper to come out and claim that. I don't think it's a penalty. I think when you look at how he wins the ball, the way he comes across, he's connected with Emi Reka first, hasn't he? Before winning the ball. My apologies. You know, there's a shout there. There's a penalty shout. Again, it's a legitimate appeal from Singapore for that one.
Well, if you're counting these, it's one apiece.
Does it cancel? Is it one of the things where they say cancel each other out?
I think people just want the right decision, right? Whenever they can. But look, we've had to look at it again.
Yeah.
We've had 3 times now we've looked at it. So there's that.
Well, it's a world without VAR. Which some people are happy with. When decisions don't go for you, then you ask for it.
Had a chat with Park Hang-seo.
Yeah.
Well, it is a corner here for Indonesia. Punch away by Hassan when he looked like he could have caught that. Pratama Arhan. Here's Ramai. Now Kambuaya. Oh, Tanbuaya, Kambuaya. Ezra Walian. And he's closed down just in time. All right, Irfan.
Important challenge for Shadan. You know, what the situation, a wonderful run from Ricky Kambuaya here first. And just go back to the penalty shout. Oh, maybe after this, Ricky Kambuaya, lovely work. Quick feet, just that situation where he couldn't quite find Rumakek with the pass. And then an important challenge from Shadan. I want to kind of explain the referee's thinking on why he perhaps didn't give that penalty, but remind me to come back to it after this corner.
Indonesia looking to finish this half as strongly as they started it. This time he does take a clean catch. And a quick distribution up to Shadan Sulaiman. Emi Reka will not get that. Nadia with one key save in this first half of Hafiz Noor. Came at a perfect height. Yes, Roshan, come on.
Yeah, so from where I'm sitting, and I'm a lot further away from the action than where the referee is, it looked like it was a clean challenge because he came away with the ball, right? But on closer inspection, on the replays, which obviously the referee doesn't have access to, handball there, what he's seeing, perhaps from his point of view, is the challenge has come in and he's won the ball. So the player, Emi Reka, has gone flying, but what he's perhaps seeing from his line of sight is he's won the ball and the ball's there, defenders won it, so it's a clean challenge. But again, in the VAR world, if you go back and look at it, you would highlight it to the referee. If you're VAR, you would highlight it to the referee
Clear and
That's a
obvious
clear and
error.
obvious error.
Yeah.
I think you've missed this. Depending on what the referee describes, of course, but I think he would have said, no, I didn't see the first contact with the Singapore attacker. Then you look at him and say, go review it on the screen. So I don't know why we're talking about VAR. We don't have it, so it's pointless, isn't it?
Well, it's 2 clear penalties in this semi-final over both legs. Just a 1 minute at a time here. Rama did pretty well there, I have to say. Singapore will get a free kick. Last chance here in the first half to try and draw level.
I mean, Ruben Kit was trying his best. That's good work from those 2 Singaporean players. They're not giving up. Zulkarnain and Hemi Reka working hard, and they've done well to win a free kick. Bit of nonsense off the ball there between Safwan and Rizky. Elbow pushing and shoving there. You can see Rizky and Safwan. Rizky wants to make absolutely sure they've gone man to man there in those situations that he's not going to allow Safwan to get away from him. The referee's decided that he's going to have a word with both players.
Well, he'll be key here. Safwan.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. He's saying, look, I've peeled away. I'm running off into the box, and he's still tugging my jersey. He's making sure he's putting this. Have a look at that again. And Bolton. Oh,
well, that's his second yellow. That's his second yellow. That's a huge moment here in this game. But it wasn't. He was yanked away, wasn't he? Safwan borrowed it. They've got to keep their cool, but Singapore are in real trouble now. And he's given a red card after that second yellow. But if you look back at that, he was being yanked.
No, the referee's, I think he's completely lost control of this.
And so is Safwan. He's got to walk away now. He's got to walk away. It's done.
And I was keeping an eye on this, and he's been, it
happened behind
he's
him,
talking
right?
to them. Yeah, again, it happens right in front of the referee. Referee saying to Safwan to calm it down. Rizky's hanging on to him. He went to have a word with the 2 of them, so it's after this. So he's already had a word with both those players, and it's happened straight away after that when the referee's had his back turned. Listen, I don't even know if the referee saw clearly what had happened between Safwan and Rizky.
It happened after.
So they need to move this on. We've seen this. The referee have a word with Safwan and Rizky, and it happens. It happened straight after that. We're going to try and get the replay if we can of the incident.
He's absolutely furious.
I think he's got a right to be,
And
Safwan.
I think he's right. Yeah.
I feel for him.
Singapore in trouble, but they can change it all. Yeah! Oh, they do so! So Wei-Hong has got the goal, and I tell you what, the reaction of the Singapore bench as well. They've gone right up to the 4th official. They're fired up here. Singapore on the cusp of half-time have changed the complexion of this game, but they are down. A man down. I'm so sorry.
How about that for a moment to galvanize the crowd and the team? Listen to the reaction from the crowd. It's bubble around the penalty area. Saf on hand after that sending off for Safwan. He's there to put it away, bubbling around in the box. Keeps a cool head, finds the back of the net, and Singapore are back in this. Down to 10 men, but back in this, and the reaction from the bench. Tatsuma Yoshida went celebrating in front of the 4th official. Safwan was walking off into the locker room, turned around and went back to celebrate in front of the 4th official as well.
It's his first ever international goal for Singapore. But it's a huge talking point. And now Shin Tae-yong
and
is
Tatsuma
pointing
as well.
It's fiery. It's all happening on and off the pitch. Roshan and myself, we're all getting into it. But tempers are flaring. Massive talking points, Roshan, as we go into the break here.
Yeah, so much passion. The Indonesian players, The ones that are on the pitch have gone back into a huddle, which they have usually done in this competition. The Singapore bench and the Indonesian bench going face to face. Natsuma's gone across to just try and settle things down. He's gone across to Shin Tae-yong, and he's saying there was a bit of disrespect from the bench towards him, he felt. Noor Rahman, one of the assistants on Singapore bench, has gone over to apologise as well, just to try and cool things off.
Well, this has had all the ingredients of a classic second half, but Singapore are certainly handicapped now with the departure of Safwan Baradin for arguably 2 yellow cards that he shouldn't have got. Ezra Walian got Indonesia going with an early goal after some poor defending from Singapore. Indonesia started the game so well and never allowed Singapore to settle. Singapore took a long time to get going, but right at the very end of this first half, 4 minutes into added time, Song Woo-young got his first ever international goal, and at halftime here at the National Stadium in this second leg of the semi-final, I should say. It's Indonesia 1, Singapore 1.